Hello again, I'm Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at the Lian Li PC-A7010 case. This full tower case is made from high-grade aluminum, so it's lightweight and cooler than steel and plastic cases. While there are no fans at the top of this case, the top panel can be removed and an optional top panel with two 120mm fan openings can be installed. Here's the external serial ATA connection, firewire, 4 USB ports, a microphone and headphone jack. At the front there's the power and hard drive activity LEDs and the power and reset buttons. There are actually five 5¼ drive bays, but one has a 3.5-inch drive bay cover with an included 5¼ to 3.5-inch drive bay adapter. This adapter can be removed if you require all 5¼ drive bays. And at the bottom there's lots of ventilation. The front panel can be very easily removed by pulling at the top. It also just snaps back on. There are two 120mm intake fans and each one has a dust filter which can be very easily removed, and the dust filters can be taken out, they can be cleaned or replaced. Here's the 3-speed controller that adjusts the speed of the connected case fans from a low 1020 RPMs to a medium 1240 RPMs, also a high position which is 1500 RPMs. The default and recommended setting is medium because it will provide adequate cooling for most environments but still remain fairly quiet. The left side and the right side panel does not have any windows, ventilation, or fans. At the back they include two 120mm exhaust fans, one at the top on the hard drive cage and the other one in the middle. This hard drive cage, by the way, can be removed completely or removed and a power supply installed, or removed and repositioned to the bottom. This is where the motherboard's I/O shield plate would get installed, and they include two pre-drilled holes for a water cooling system's tubes to pass through. Further down are the 7 ventilated expansion slots, and at the bottom is where a standard ATX power supply gets installed, and there's cushioning on the power supply base to prevent vibrations. And the left side panel can be secured using an optional lock. There are 3 thumb screws on each side panel. This case fits extended ATX, standard ATX, and micro ATX form factor motherboards. Since this is a full tower case, there's plenty of room to work, and the motherboard tray is removable. This is extremely convenient since it can be taken out of the case, so hardware can be easily installed or removed. Note that there's a hole in the motherboard tray and one at the top of the 5¼ drive bays. This allows the cables to be tucked out of sight, and it reduces the cable mess inside the case and at the same time improves airflow. This case fits 10 hard drives. 7 can be installed at the front and 3 at the top back. Something totally unique to this case is the serial ATA hot swap hard drive cage system. Each one of the front 7 hard drive bays has a serial ATA data and serial ATA power connector, so connecting and disconnecting hard drives is a snap. While hard drive installation isn't a toolless operation, it's very simple. For installation of a hard drive in the top hard drive cage, you can choose to remove the cage if you want to, or just leave it installed. But first, you'll need to install the screws with anti-vibration rubber dampers and then simply slide the hard drive into place. Installation of hard drives in the front hard drive cages is just as easy. Just attach the hard drive bracket to the hard drive and then simply slide it into the hard drive bay, allowing it to connect to the serial ATA data and serial ATA power connector. Then lock it into place. At the back of each hard drive bay is the motherboard's serial ATA data cable connection. You can see that there's 7 of those. There's also 3 4-pin Molex power supply connections. RAID setups are possible, but it depends on the motherboard's or controller's RAID capabilities. There's also a video card pillar to help support long video cards. Please note that this pillar can be taken out by removing 2 screws, one at the bottom and one at the top. This VGA support pillar can also be moved to the left or to the right to accommodate different setups. There are an additional two 120mm fans inside the case which will assist in pulling cool air into the case. Note the plastic slots for 12-inch long video card support. The expansion slots have thumb screws, which makes installing or removing cards quick and easy. At the bottom are 4 rubber feet, which have excellent anti-vibration properties and won't scratch the surface. Finally, have a listen to the stock cooling. First, at the low speed, medium speed, and high speed. Lian Li are very well known for their high quality all aluminum full-size tower cases. This one though takes the cake. This by far is one of the very best cases currently on the market. So if you're looking for an all aluminum full-size tower case, keep this one at the very top of your list. Overall, this is a 100% kick-ass product. Until next time, take care.